The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Well, good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. It's Thursday, and we see a big candle just a minute ago on NQ. NQ is rising up. It's up like the sun on this beautiful Thursday morning in June. Hope everyone's having a great day so far and is ready to pound the markets or by the pound. Anyway, we'll start by taking a look at the markets overnight. We see we came down here at the beginning. It looked like we're going to continue to sell off from yesterday, but nope. We hit a bottom, 11,460, and now on this hourly candle we just hit our high of the day, 11,705. So quick math, about 235 points of range. So far looking like a bullish day here. Kappa is flat. It depends what kind of machine you put it through. But anyway, with about 360 ticks of volume, not volume, range. Gold's been dropping. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. And making a new daily low here. About 13 to 14 points of range. Okay, making sure my mic was working. UltraBond, big move up here in the middle of the night. Europe open. Oops. It's low today. It was actually its first candle. And it has about a 2.25 points of range. Crude oil. Everyone was thinking it was gonna break 100. Nope, 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 nope. Low is 102.32. Making a new high of the day recently here. 105.54. So I'm sorry, 105.99. Just barely didn't touch 106. So you're looking at about 3 and 3. Yeah, math. Early morning math. 368 ticks of range, and natural gas. Last but not least, a little under 300 ticks of range. So that's where we stand this morning. Good morning, Matt. Looks like they've changed the chat. All my messages are showing at the bottom instead of the top. That's weird. How are you today? You haven't mentioned your trading in the last couple of days. How's everything going? Good. Start the morning. Don't think like that. Starting the morning up 270 on Apex, down 255 on the TCP, and up $100 on the Gauntlet account. So Matt, tell me if you ever heard of something like this happening. Last night I got stopped out on by NinjaTrader on a price that never got hit. Let's turn back time. Turn back time. I know you all wait for that. Oh wait, it was a 5-minute chart. Hold on. Let's turn back time. Right here. Yeah, I saw this dip down, and I enter. No, that's not the right spot either. Anyway, I can't find the right spot on the chart. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong day. No? Oops. So anyway, I got stopped out on a trade. I entered long, and it came up, got in on the wick, and it came back down, reversed just a bit, but the low of the move. Yeah, here it is. The low of the move was 514, 11,514. And NinjaTrader shows I got stopped out at 513 and 3/4. Which it on the NinjaTrader candle, nor on the TradingView candle does it ever show it ever hit. It never hit that tick. So I somehow got stopped out on price that the market never hit. So and then it went. So that I ended up taking a loss, $100 loss that would have ended up being a $200 win. Yeah, I'm at a. I mean, it's just weird. TCP. It was right here, spot right here. I had gotten in as this was breaking up. You can see here, this candle comes down to 11,514, and then none of these candles go any lower. 514. This is where it got stopped out. This one doesn't go. The lowest it ever goes is 514, and Ninja Trader says they got stopped out at 513 and 3/4. It's it would have been 8:38 p.m. your time. Short signal firing here. Give me a second. I think my 5-minute chart's messed up. A chart issue here. This chart right? Yeah, why is this chart stopping it? There we go. That was weird. Still not right. Okay, I'm having an issue with my 5-minute chart here. It's not showing the right. It's not showing updated data on just one chart. I'm not sure what's going on here now. So there. Oh, there we go. That's right. That was weird. Let's go back to original. Huh. Alright. The exact time that I got stopped out was I lost Ninja. Oh, no, there's. The exact time I got stopped out on Ninja was 8:38 and 7 seconds on Your time. That'd be your time. Eastern time. I got some eggs in front of me. Not much happening right now. Gonna quickly eat. It's doing a little rise up here. Yeah, it was actually a quick 3-point move, 2-point move there. And Mr. G yet this morning. Crude oil popping up there. Agriculture overnight. Flat. Flattened soybeans. Corn popping a bit. Good morning, Marquito. How are you doing? 12-point candle up there on NQ. And pull back on the next. And trying to continue to rise up. Pretty much at the high of the day right now, just below it. High of the day, 705. We're at 689. Rhythmic and Ninja Trader might be off by a minute. I think Ninja Trader marks their bar at the end of the bar, their time at the end of the bar, and Rhythmic and Trading View mark at the beginning or something like that. But the stop was filled at 11,513.75. Bar before. So it might be one bar before. If it's for me, I have a bar that shows a low of 514 even. Just right to business, Mr. G. No good morning? That's weird. It's all different times. I just checked the same bar here in Quant Tower, and it's the 8:38 bar there. So like all these things have different ways of telling time. Wow, guys. Guys are really hitting that like button this morning. It says I only have 16 total views so far, and you're like every one of you are hitting the like button. Thank you for that. Anyway, question: OC order and your stop loss. What percentage of your positions do you adjust it down after you're in positions? Turn back time. Share. And I have a trailing stop on almost every order I enter. That starts trailing at a certain point. And that trailing stop seems to hurt me more often than it helps. Well, I shouldn't say that. Trailing stops that go into effect once I hit a target and then tightly trail, those seem to help me out. Trailing stops that like move the break even at X spot before target seems like I get comes back a little bit, hits hits the stop and then goes. I mean, I start off with a fixed stop, but then I kind of trail it. I mean, I like to definitely like to trail at target, where when it hits like a target, then it'll trail tightly by a few points to try and get a few extra points out of it if I can. But so we might have hit a top here for now, around 700. Oh, you'd be happy to know that the eggs are gone, and we are just ready to rock and roll. BTC dipped below 20K last night again, but back above it. Ooh. Hmm. My Eustachian tubes just opened up, and now everything sounds weird. Sure, you all wanted to know that. But here I am coming at you with the hard-hitting information. Top of the hour. 8 o'clock on the East Coast, 7 o'clock my time. 5 o'clock for those poor uh, West Coasters that need to get up before the sun comes up in order to catch up with the markets. Yep, half an hour. Unemployment claims. People should not flash while they're manufacturing stuff. That could end badly. So depending on the kind of services, it makes sense to flash. Not really bad there. I should have taken this short. You got a short there in the 5-minute. So if I take in that short signal there, boom, 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 boom. See, it went 14 points. So once again, not taking my signals is hurting my. I'm talking like Forrest Gump. So people were impulsively buying for 3 hours. So now we wait. I had a nice little move down. And kind of chilling. 5-minute candle is sending me, a 5-minute chart is sending me a short signal, but don't necessarily, well, it's kind of moving down. Hanging right at 666, which is never a good thing. Took a short here on this 5-minute, based on that 5-minute signal. Not going real far. Now it is. Nice. Closing it there. So, got a 10 tick winner there, so 50 bucks. Nice job, Matt. That was on the Gauntlet account. The Gauntlet account's now up by 150. Apex is up by 270. TCP is down by 255. And it looks like I got out at the right time, too. That was a quick scalp. Maybe, okay. So just prove me wrong. I still I gotta get better at staying in moves. Theoretically, it's giving me a second shot here with this short signal on the second short signal on the 5-minute. Gold's continuing to move up. Look at this move from here to here. It was a 50-point move. 50 point, yeah, 50 point. 5 point, try that. 50 points would be amazing. Yep, we're still coming down here on the NQ. We're about 20 points, 20. I can't talk today. About 20 minutes away from the unemployment report. So this candle closes in 36 seconds. I gotta decide if I want to try and jump, get in here. A little bit of green there. Start this candle off. Took the short. And it looks like it's going to reverse on me here. Yep. Okay. That didn't work out, so I just gave back most of my gains, which is good. Can't have too many gains on the day. Damn it. I gave him back all the gains. Nice. So, looks like it decided to reverse there, which is fine. We're kind of close to those bands, and I took a chance that maybe shouldn't have taken, but hey. Should have got it in, and it stayed in on that candle. Could have got nice 14 points. So, unemployment in a few minutes. About 15, 17 actually. And right back down. And it's coming up and down here. That halves and wholes, it's at around the 650 area. Can't figure out which way it wants to go from here. Up, down, left, right, left, right. No, it's up actually. I've been saying that contra code wrong all this time. It's up, down, down, left, right, AB, AB, start. Slower movements here as we head toward unemployment. Kind of choppy, excuse me, choppy here. Choppy. Crude's coming down. So we're kind of watch and wait. Most likely next week I'm going to a new system using a higher time frames and using micros, and where I can use a wider stop. Going to figure out a good reward to risk on a couple of different uh, assets, and going to try and build things that way. One minute chart is great if you're fast and you're smart, and I'm not either. Continuing down now, or it looks that way. Copper's made a new daily low. Gold made a new daily low before this move up. Sounds good, Mr. G. Stretching. About 5 minutes until unemployment numbers. The Thursday unemployment report is a little bit of an unknown. Sometimes the market doesn't care one iota about it, and other times it can react big. So we'll see what happens. Always sucks when there's no iotas to care about. This 15-minute candle is now going red. Not Taylor's version. Boom, boom, boom. So, less than 2 minutes from the unemployment numbers. Let's see if that gives the market any jolts. And I don't mean the old heavily caffeinated soda. Hey, do they still make Jolt Cola? These are the things I ponder. There we go. There's a nice move down finally as we head into the unemployment numbers. So if I had taken that short signal there and had that's the one I got stopped out on, the 7.5 point stop, a 10 point stop, would have gotten me to my profit target. Unemployment. Not much going on. Let's see what the numbers are. Continued jobless claims, 1.315. That was actually slightly better than their estimate. All right, jobless claims, I'm sorry, wrong number, 229, forecast was 226. So just a slight miss. And we see the market heading down. Crude pops up here by 18 ticks. 15-minute charts are starting to send short signals. So I'm upset that I didn't take that short, or well, I did take a short there, but I didn't use a wide enough stop. And obviously I could have used a wider stop and I could have gotten more out of it. Could have got 20 out at least at this point. Yep, continuing to head down here, so apparently the market didn't like the unemployment numbers. I didn't think they were that bad. I ain't afraid of falling, but I can't get off the ground. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Yep, as Nightbot just reminded everybody, I am on Sharevision tonight, 7:45 Eastern. Trade the Asia session. Last night's Asia session was really rocking. We had 50-point moves, which is unusual. I'm on there every night over on Sharevision. Now only 10 followers away from getting full monetization there. So I'd love if you join me over there. You don't want to watch a evening stream. A follow there would be wonderful. A little bit of a curl here on the 1 minute. I had a case of the yawns this morning. Need to hook up an IV with caffeine. Continue. So a little bit of consolidation, continuing to move down. Down, 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 in a burning ring of fire. No matter what happens, the NQ doesn't seem to want to come up higher. I'm so sorry. So we're heading back down to, we hit a high a little over 700 and definitely seem to reject off that area, heading down, almost down to 600 here. What's everything else doing? That's probably the question you're asking. What's everything else doing? Well, gold's continuing to rise up. Nice move. Nice, nice, nice. Crude is kind of undecided right now. We all have those points in life. Copper heading up. Treasury bonds heading up. Natural gas kind of arching down. Crude made a new high today. UltraBond's trying to rise up. It's sending us a long signal on the charts. Gold. So if I followed that long signal on the 15-minute on gold there, already be up about 4 points. And Q seems to be stuttering around 11,615. Can't seem to get rid of the yawns this morning. A little bit of a move up there. Pulling back just a tad. Or pulling up, or whatever it's doing. Strong 8-point candle there, followed by, quick move up. Crude, still undecided. Doesn't know which way it wants to go. It sent me a long signal there, but I'm not really content with that. Big move back down. And by big, I mean 7 points. You see a topping tail there on the 5-minute candle. Has a minute to close. Short signal firing on the 1. Not afraid of falling. Can't get a chart. Pulled back now. Morning, CBR. How you doing? I took that short signal there on TCP account, and it's coming up to bite me. Of course. Save it. Nope. Okay. Nothing's working this morning, and that's fine. Oops. Change my P&L there. That was a nice reversal there. Good fake out by the NQ. Is that the Bowenox account, one you've had for a while, or is that a new account? Okay. Hopefully they get that fixed up quick. I've never heard anything good or bad about Bowenox support. Good morning, John. Mm, well, unless they decide to extend it, the TCP will go back to starting at 25K next week. Hard to catch the exact top and the exact bottom. We are about 40 minutes from the bell. At this point, we've been hemming and hawing in this little bit of a chop zone here now for about 20 minutes. Watching and waiting here. See gold pulling back a bit now after its nice little slow rise up. Oil. Well, if that opens here in about 9 minutes, it's pulled back about 50 ticks. Let's look at our 15-minute chart. You can see here, 15-minute chart, long signal fire on crude about an hour before I woke up. And it went up almost a full point. I went up over a full point. UltraBond signal also fired before I woke up. Came down nicely. Long signals firing on and Q again, but I'm not falling for it this time. About halfway up that last 15-minute candle. CBR brought up about the TCP. That's a good reminder. If anyone's interested in starting the TCP at the 50K level, which is, as of right now, is announced as a June exclusive. This has 1 week to go. Month only has 1 week left in it. Starts at the 50K level with the 50K level rules, which is a $3,000 profit target, $1,100 daily loss limit, and $2,000 end of day drawdown. $120. And of course, the rules lock in for the life of your subscription as well as the price. My link is down in the video description below. So kind of a muted movements here as we head toward the bell, about 35 minutes away. So it's come back up almost the entire last 15-minute candle. A little bit of twin towers of 25 points, one down, one up. Watching and waiting, waiting and watching. Top of the hour coming up. About 30 seconds until the crude desk opens in the top of the hour here. See if we get any movement. Obviously, that would have ended up being a good long signal. Could have got 15 point. There we go. Pop, pop. Signal firing there on the 5-minute chart. We'll keep an eye on that as we head up. We're back up to 11,650. Let's see what crude's doing. What's crude doing? Crude? Not really doing much there. Usually it does a little bit more when the desk opens. Seems like a very quiet morning, and NQ just gave back everything it got in that last 1-minute candle. I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. I hope everyone's having a good morning. Remember, always feel free to say hello in the chat. If you have any questions or comments, statements, insults. And of course, there was a top of the hour, so we'll mark this candle here for a low of the last hour. Huh. I just noticed for some reason there's something wrong with this 5-minute chart. It's not. It was stalled this morning. I had to go to a different I had to go to a different symbol to get it unstalled, and it's not showing the lines. When I sync, for some reason it's not syncing. I'm gonna have to restart TradingView later. Just keep an eye on those lines on the other charts. The lines still are syncing on the other charts, so I'm not sure what's going on with there. After 9 o'clock, no ace yet. No RJ. It's like all the regulars have been missing this week as well. No Zabak, no Garbecca, no G Cart, no B Livingston. Wiser than most. A few others. Maybe people have decided they don't like me anymore. Crude. So Crude popped up a bit. Not a real big pop up. About 40 ticks, so not horrible. NQ's come up to that EMA line and then bounced. Bounce city bounce. It's so quiet here today. Now we're just consolidating at a little bit higher level. Morning, Ace. How's it going today? I didn't even realize you were on a different account there. Are both accounts subscribers? Excellent, excellent. And Q, looking like it's moving up. All of a sudden, it woke up. It saw Ace arrived. Big 9-point move. uh, a big 13-point candle. I got a long signal, one candle before that. I should have taken it. 5-minute candles also just sent a long signal, but it seems to be pulling back here. The start of the new candle. Yep, pulling back. £5 so far. 5. And queue up to 670. Took a long here on Apex. Trying to get that back today too. That's a joke. Ah, can't find my... A long Apex at 671, and we seem to pause just as I did. Yep. Wow. This is why I don't try and get in on trends once they're in. Immediate pullback. They'll back up. Okay, there we go. I'll take that. It's going to hang around 668. Yep. It's going to come down for me. New 1-minute candle. Looks like we're at a reversal. Stopped out. So nothing is going right this morning at all. Not sure I ever even showed my chart there. I thought I hit the button, but I didn't. So I gave back a good portion of my Apex. And again, maybe not a wide enough stop. We'll see. It's kind of hemming and hawing. Should have got in right on that when the signal fired. Again, me delaying my responses is just killing me. Yep, look at that. Stop me out. Now it's back above my target. I mean, not my target, but my entry point. This this trading thing. It's something else. Totally overhauling everything this weekend. 100% overhaul. Well, it looks like Ace got his 2 points and more. So this is just my hesitation again, as usual. Long signal fired there. Obviously, beautiful 13, 14, 15 points, 20 points. Or 5-minute chart, long signal fired. And, well, 63 up to 74. It's now up to 77. Not much of a pullback. Would not have stopped me out, but I was hemming and hawing with the chart and got stopped instead. Hello, Cletus. I saw you that you have subscribed a few days ago. Thank you. How do I do my back testing of new ideas? Some stuff's done in NinjaTrader with sim testing, but mostly I use just do it manually. Like, I go back through and I chart these signals. And you can see here, like, I'll draw, there's a signal I would have taken, so I'll draw it out based on the stop I would have used at that point and the profit target. And I'm trying to be honest myself which signals I would have taken and which ones I wouldn't have. Like, say this short signal here could have faked me out. So I could say, that's a loss, so on and so forth. Mostly it's manual. I usually spend anywhere between 7 and 10 hours on a weekend studying the charts and the things. Hello, Rod. Erdian. Uh, no, because I hate charting in Ninja 100%. Um, I I take my signals off of TradingView, and NinjaTrader is just my way of entering orders. I also use Quant Tower because I have more than one account. So I hate charting off of TradingView. I mean, I'm sorry. I hate charting off of NinjaTrader. I need to stop hesitating. I either need to decide that yes, I'm going to take the trade, or no, I'm not going to take the trade. Because this hesitation most oftentimes is stopping me out. I'm only using the free version. Free version doesn't have any where you can set up trailing stops and all that stuff. I kind of like Quant Tower. It's not, it's not a bad platform. Supposedly, if you pay for the free version, if you pay for the paid version, you can hook up more than one Rhythmic account. I've heard that from a couple people now. So, like if you have, an Apex account and a earn and trade account, you can have both of them in there. And I've heard that they might even have a built-in copier, but I haven't verified that. Yeah, they do. But it moves kind of fast, even at the slowest setting. And you're not really, it's kind of clunky in that the candles, form all at once. Like, it's, take this 5-minute chart, and I can't guarantee the 5-minute chart's going to work because it's been. So, let's say I take the replay back to here, and I hit, let's say, one update every 5 seconds, and hit play. And it just forms the candle. So now, I could use it to decide whether I would take that trade or not, but you can't really see how the candles are forming. It shows the next candle. There it showed a red to green candle, but it just, you don't really see the candles moving up and that. I'm not sure that would help much. Could I, use it to maybe decide, but not sure. And again, it's not, the thing is, it's not that I don't trust my strat. I just don't trust myself. Yes, they are. Might as well face it, I'm addicted to candles. TradingView announced they had something new called columns. Oh, yeah. I would not want to trade with columns. That's ugly. That looks like a big volume thing. That's interesting. Not sure how that works. We'll stick with our candles. So all we are is a candle in the wind. Hello, know something. Good morning, RJ. Thank you for the question, Cletus. Are you a newer trader, Cletus, or a seasoned veteran, or tell us a little bit about yourself if you feel like it. No pressure. Indicators on TradingView, I use Super Trend, and I use a 20-period exponential moving average. And on the 1-minute chart, I use 2 and 3 standard deviation Bollinger Bands. On the higher time frames, I use a 3 and a 4. And I'm also using an RSI with its own Bollinger Band on the higher time frames as well. But I haven't been looking at that as much until I develop it more. So on the hourly candle, we see that the this hour has come all the way back up from last hour, and somehow I got stopped out going with the move. Cool. Yeah, I we have some stuff I'm testing as well, but so far testing hasn't bared out anything that's consistently profitable. These white lines? No, I'm doing them manually. The signals are part of the part of an indicator. They fire automatically. It's a ATR based with a multiplier. I agree, RJ. I think the main problem with auto traders for the most part is, at least on, for us, is they don't adjust to market conditions. They get chopped up and chop or whatever. They can't. It doesn't. It's not able to tell the difference between a slow market and a fast market, and all that. Now, the big banks and stuff that have all these algorithms running, they've obviously paid millions of dollars to very, very smart people to code for them. I read a number once, I have no idea if it's true or not, that 75% or more of all ES volume is algorithmic trading. Big move down here with a couple minutes to go before the bell. 13-point drop. Okay. Bell's coming up. 15 seconds. Ring-a-ding-dong. Ring-a-ding-ding-ding-dong. hope you mean points or money. Big move down here. 17 points, so not a huge move, but oh, back to green. Green. It's not easy being green. Now we're up by 10. We're down by 17, now up by 10. Wholesome family entertainment here. Up 20 points. Up, back to a doji. Some weird, wild, and wacky action here. Oh, now we have a move down. Flushing sound. Now we're down 30 points. So, all of a sudden the market decided it did not like what it did not like. Whatever I'm trying to say. Pulling back now. So it went down by 41 points, but now it's only down 19 points. Still trying to decide what it wants to do. I know the feeling. Long signal firing on the 1. Short signal went away on the 5. The 15 just looks like a stick. Speak softly and carry a big stick. Minute to go in this opening 5-minute candle. Which way will it go, George? Which way will it go? As Mr. G reminds us, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button if you're enjoying the content, appreciate it. Help the YouTube algorithm and help people find us. So we're heading down. We're heading down through the 612 level, which was the bottom of the last hourly candle. But kind of bouncing. Hey, my Ameritrade, how you doing? No flash. Oh, we just broke that low of the previous candle, and I wasn't paying attention because it broke it solidly. Went all the way down to six. So we're trying to break 11,600 here. So here we go. Now we have may have the direction of the day and RJ called out 587, or not called out, and there it is. So we already hit RJ's target. He's just too darn good at this. I should have went with that short signal on the 5-minute. As you can see, it's down 30 points on the next candle. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Too much of that crap. So it touched just below 600. Yep, RJ, I already said that. Catch up. No, kidding. I'm joking. It's trying to get back above 600. Apparently it doesn't like being below it. Must be a bad neighborhood. Yep, there we go. So we've taken out 87. We've taken out 612. I'll get rid of those lines here shortly. Still heading down here. Nope, bouncing. Bit of a pullback here. Got down to a low of 561. This ended up being a 50.5-minute candle. And this 15-minute candle is 90 points. Oops, we can get rid of these lines. Lines everywhere. There's lines. And that's lines, not lions. That would be terrible. Big bop back up. Say that 5 times fast. 31-point candle. This opening 5-minute candle. Halfway back up the previous 5-minute candle. Good job, G. And right back down. Up, down. Everybody look what's going round. Got to about the halfway point and then reversed. With a strong move down. But back up. So up, down, up, down. Said that already, didn't I? Kind of chumpy now. Long signal trying to fire now. It came all the way back. See this big wick on this 15-minute candle. Closes in about 2.5 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, about a minute and a half. Yep, so the 5-minute candle's almost all recovered the last 5-minute candle. And we now have a bigger wick on the 15-minute than the body. Or just about the same size. And now it's just confused. New candle, new 5-minute candle forming there. Really? That quick? Wow, that quick in the first. Saw how quickly that just happened there. It burst up 20 points, back down 20 points, literally within 20 seconds. Low of this move, 561. Next major support area I have marked off here is at 523. Good luck, Ace. Ooh, market just kind of said no to Ace. Yep, that's right. Everyone's flashing. It's time to flash. And I'll be lucky I don't have the webcam on. Big move up here. Sorry to hear that, Ace. Yeah, maybe I should have reminded people about the news. I don't know what more Powell has to say. He testified for like over an hour yesterday. What more can that man say? Oh, good job, Ace. Sorry. Usually I take the phrase got hit, such as got hit by a car, as a bad phrase. Yeah, it's a choppy one today. Although that said, okay, once again we're gonna talk about why I get so mad at myself. This is the 5-minute chart. This short signal, beautiful, beautiful, like a beautiful woman. Would have easily went down with no heat, almost no heat. Oh, not that far down, but okay. What did I do wrong? Oh, there. Yep. So and then this long signal, easy 20 points. I would have been shooting for 10 or 15. And then this short signal would have been 50. So I could have gotten off the 5-minute chart 3 straight wins of anywhere between 10 to 20 points or more. But I don't get, I don't shoot for big, huge targets. And instead, somehow on this one, I got stopped out. So that's why I'm gonna totally overhaul things for hopefully the last time. What's everything else doing? Uh, Gold shot up there by 5 points a few minutes ago. Oh, and the flash. So gold likes being flashed. Crude oil falling harsh. Harsh. Almost up, about 130 ticks. Copper coming down. UltraBond heading up. UltraBond also likes being flashed. Pervert. Gold, new high of the day. Strong, strong 8-point candle there. So you can see here, if I take in this long signal here, which fired at 8 a.m., or this one that fired at 8:30, I could be up over 10 points. Copper's continuing to fall. We might soon see some if copper prices continue to fall, you might soon see some desperate meth heads. You can see here on copper, which of course doesn't matter for us day traders, and like I've never met anyone that actually trades copper besides me occasionally, but we are at a low we have not seen since February of 2021. Big move back down there on NQ as I was talking about copper. Down to 545. But choppy. That was a 34.1 minute candle. So it's come back up almost the entire length of that 34-point candle. It is very jumpy today. And I agree. I'm really surprised to see how far copper has fallen. I guess the only thing I can think of is um, that they expect demand for just about everything to go down because of the economy. Boom. Wow. This is a boom up, back up. 40 points. Pull back. But at this point now, when we're pulling these huge candles, it's virtually untradeable. just because it can snap at you. You go your way, but snap back at you by 20 points quick before it does. And I hate being snapped at. And I also don't like Snapchat. Nope. Big move back up, trying to get that entire last 5 minute candle was 51 points down. This one's 38 points back up. Some wild looking candles. So yesterday on the Earn the Trade Discord, we had a sudden turn against the indices, and a whole bunch of people now deciding that they want to start trading the UltraBond. CFT is a bad influence on people, but people like that it's much calmer. Now see here again, this is a 1 minute chart. This long signal here would have been good for 10 points. Actually, it would have been good for 15 so far. Big, 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 big candle. 41 points. So yeah, that long signal would have been excellent there. 90. We burst back up to almost 650. There's 650. The hourly candle is now a doji. No, I'm not insulting it. Well, maybe it's now the side the market wants to go up. High of the day is 705, so we're about 60 points away from there. New 5 minute candle. Do we continue to get momentum to the upside? New 15 minute candle as well. Oh, new hourly candle as well. It's top of the hour. So mark off our wick. I'm a wick marker. And we will do that. And we'll mark off this as well here. We're double bottom basically. Ace has jumped back in. Not sure I've ever seen you do 3 trades in a day, Ace. Good job, G. Consolidating a bit here. Pulling back. This 5-minute candle went up by 25, 26 points. Pulled back. Trying again though. A little bit earlier, we topped out around 683. A couple of different, 3 straight 5-minute candles topped out at 683. Sorry to hear that, Ace. Absolutely, and I'm sure the person that you gave it to is very thankful. Oh yeah, that's right, pal. Pal's trying to pal the market. I thought you said you'd get it back for him. You're gonna try and trade corn. So again, y'all need to call me an idiot because I deserve it. 5 minute chart. We already went through this just a few minutes ago. Winner, winner, winner. Long signal fires. I don't trust it. Winner. And the thing is, it gave me two shots. Two separate signals. This would have been a winner. Even there's a 10-point stop. Just on that candle, I could have got 20. But even hesitating there, it gave me the second long signal. I could have got in and got 20 or more. Actually, I could have got like 30. So we're now looking at 4 straight signals that would have worked. And this one I somehow got stopped out on because I got in late. I could be up 40 NQ points if I just swim for a 10-point target. 10-point target. When will I get this mental block out of my face, out of my head? That's what. Corn chart is actually falling. Big move down there on corn. 12 points. By the way, for those that are unaware, corn's tick value is the same as ES. So this is a 12-point move down. So this is a $600 move in the last half hour. And you can see corn fell nicely from the open. Soybeans are also falling. Honestly, I mean, yeah, you still have some family-owned farms and stuff, but a lot of farms are now corporate-owned. Was that trade number 4 or trade number 5 today, Ace? Oh yeah, look at that. It's sending me a short signal. Yep, pulling back up. I could have got 10 there. That was a bit more risky. I wasn't sure. We were showing so much positive momentum there that I kind of definitely doubted that one. And when we ended up heading back up. A little bit after the 10 o'clock hour on the East Coast, we are streaming for another 50 or so minutes. Try to come back down here again. Beautiful. I didn't get a chance to show the chart, but on the Apex account, I just nailed. Give me 1 second. I gotta check my stats. Where was I? I just nailed a $210 winner. Here, let me show the scene. You can see my Apex stats there. I'm not sure how easy they are to see. Now at $420 on the day on the Apex account. As I nailed that move down, got out. As I saw it hit this line of resistance that I drew, and I don't even remember what that. I should mark these like G says. Looks like this was where these two 15-minute candles bottomed here. So I got out, and you can see it bounced there. So I got out just the right time. So that was a $210 winner. So the earn to trade accounts are not healthy today, but the Apex account certainly is. I started that Apex account last Friday, so this is day 5. And it's now up $687. Well, let's go check what CL's doing. And Accolades mentioned it. CL down to under 105. Interesting. So let's look at that 15-minute chart because I'm going to start eyeing the 15-minute chart. You can see it sent me a beautiful short signal there. Beautiful. Did retest by about 27 ticks, but then went down 51 ticks. So here's what I'm thinking, gentlemen and ladies. I haven't seen any ladies talk today. Matter of fact, I think somehow we scared off all the ladies because I haven't seen Rebecca, I haven't seen G Card, I haven't seen Black Beauty, I haven't seen B Livingston, haven't seen Yolanda. All of a sudden, all the women have left. But anyway, so what I'm thinking is when I see a short signal, I'm going to go in with 3 micros with a on Crude and go in. I don't know. I'm trying to stop loss. I'm thinking maybe like 40. That's $120 risk, and then shooting for like 60. So be $180 a win. I'm gonna tweak that, but you can see that would have worked there. It would have worked here, and obviously these would have worked for regular. But I don't want to I would have needed a 28 tick stop there, and I don't like to take take almost $300 in risk. So we're gonna go with micros until I get more comfy taking these trades. That one fired when I was still in bed. I need an alarm clock that sets me up, that sets up when things like that fire. Actually, you can set a verbal alarm on these things. See, it would have worked there, would have worked there. This one, I mean, it kind of worked, but this one had more pullback. I wouldn't have liked that one anyway. This one would have worked. These are all 5-minute candles. This one would have been iffy. It would have went 20 ticks. Probably wouldn't have taken it. Would have loved this one. Yep, so that's what I'm thinking for now. And I'm going to try and find the same type of system for micro gold. Looking for bigger moves on a higher time frame. And start playing with micros on ES and NQ, CL. And copper has a micro now. I haven't traded it yet. But you can see it's finally gotten some half decent volume where it's possible to play it on a 15-minute chart. Oh, you haven't heard my CL story. Back when a couple months ago, right after the war started with Ukraine, and the one day it come up, and then if we go to a daily chart, it was here. You know, it hit this real high amount. Not sure why it's showing 112. My stats, my charts seem to be off on everything. Oh, that's because it's saying August. I can fix that. No. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. CL. Let's try that again. We hit 130, and when we came down, it was coming down all day, and it was coming down fast and hard. But it was fluctuating so bad that you didn't even see it in the candles. I went short twice while it was coming down, and it came down like 3 points in like 5 minutes, and yet I still got stopped out because that's how much it was fluctuating. So I took a $400 in loss, even though I was going with the trend. That's how much it was bouncing. And why can you not trust an atom? That's good, Ace. That's a good question. Let's check financial juice. Oh, reminder, top of the hour for those looking at crude. We have EIA inventories. I'm not sure if that how much that affects crude. Natural, oh yeah. Yeah, okay, there I see it. US EIA crude oil inventories. Well, it says it's delayed. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay, the EIA inventory, oil inventory status scheduled for 11 a.m. Eastern today is to be delayed. So you may not need to worry about that. As for Powell, nope, he's still testifying. He's being grilled right now by Maxine Waters, according to this video. For anyone planning on trading Asia tonight, Japanese CPI comes out. We're heading back up. I'm just not sure Powell's going to say anything else new that he didn't already say yesterday. But we could be wrong. Be right back in about 2 minutes. Is back. Did you miss me? So looking at this 5-minute chart, see it came down. See this doji here. And these are getting in the way. It's annoying. And then back up through. That would have been a good bullish signal there. And you can see it went up 40 points. It's pulled back now. That would have been a good bullish signal as well. The move down, doji basically, long bottom wick, and back up. That would have been a great signal. Signal without a signal. Big move back down. Down about 30 points. And back up, up, down, turn around. Everybody look what's going around. Gold's kind of squeezy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I could have gave you that link if you wanted to actually watch it. I think, yeah, I think that would bore me to death. Trying to go long here. And rejected. Where are we? We're at around the 670 level, which is about 30 points away from the high of the day. But we can see we keep getting up to about 80, 82, 87, 82, 83. It's struggling in these areas. You can see here in the 1 minute, it's gotten up that area several times back here, right before the big crash at the open. We were hanging right around those 83s and 81s. Came up here again, pulled back again, and now again, and again. There shall be more opportunities. For me, on the 1 minute chart, I got a long signal at 10:18 at 105.27. So I could be up, if I followed that, almost a full point. $10.30. We've made it 3 hours. Watching and waiting here. So how's everyone's PLs today as we're going toward the wrap up? Last half hour. Oh, last half hour unless RJ gets into an hour-long trade. Excellent job, Matt. Hi, Dave. Okay, I don't I don't recognize your name, but I am old, so I may have forgotten it. Are you new? And if so, welcome, 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 welcome. If you're even if you're not new, but you know. Oh, uh, Jim Roth, if you're still here, thank you for subscribing. See, I didn't see the notification till now. Welcome. Glad to have you. I hope you're enjoying the stream, Dave. If you are, hope you'll hit subscribe and join us here. Join the herd. So in the last hourly candles you see, we've topped out the same place, that 86, 85 level. Can't get above that. Great job, John. You're really close now to your month or your deadline where you can cash out on FTMO, right? I know I've asked you that several times throughout this month, and I don't ever remember. I see the subscriber count just went up by another one, so if that was you, Dave, I appreciate it. Thank you. We are very choppy right now. And I don't know if that's market fear because of Powell. I don't know if it's just how the day was supposed to play out. I don't know anything. I don't know much. Oh, wait. Hey, Matt. Hey, as I was just checking things over, Matt, I saw that you left a comment 3 days ago. I don't always notice those. I apologize. I was thinking I need to get back to you after the stream. I apologize that I just saw your comment now. I guess it's, yeah, from Friday's stream, last Friday's stream. Cool. So about 1 week to go, John. So I'm gonna, if Matt, if you don't mind, well, I'm gonna read your comment here to the group and see what everyone says. Matt wrote the other day, hey, what are some beginner strategies for finding entries? I know the basics of trading, but I'm kind of lost with the material for now. I know many technical analysis strategies, but I struggle to know when and how to use them. And when I try them, it doesn't go well. So, guys, especially RJ, Ace, and John, anyone else, Matt, whoever else wants to jump in. I shouldn't be signaling anybody. Anybody jump in. How did you go and find when you first were starting out? How did you start finding your entries? I mean, I know how I use my entries, but what would you suggest for Matt here? As NQ just burst up. Okay, NQ just hit a new high of the day as I was reading that comment. Big move up here. I use. I mean, I can go through what I try to use, but right now we are just. Give me a minute here. We just touched. Ooh, we just touched. What was that from? We touched that kind of second high from yesterday at 718 and quickly rejected down. Trying to get through there. It's not that I'm busy. I don't always notice those comments. I'll be honest. 90% of the comments that are actually posted on the streams afterwards end up being some sort of weird spam. Yeah, RJ is definitely right there. Look at higher time frames. Don't try and trade off like a 1 minute chart. Like I've been trying to trade off a minute chart, and it's really hard to the point that I am now probably going back to 5 and maybe 15 minutes. You can see here I use these. Oh, this is Trading View, and I use these signals, and then I use other indicators to decide whether or not these signals are good or not. Because sometimes the signals aren't good. Like this one would not have been good. but I wouldn't have taken it because it was right into those bands. So that's how I do things. But there's literally thousands of different ways to trade successfully. Yeah. Yeah, that is one thing with RJ's is find something and stick to it for a little bit. If a lot of people try something for a day or two and struggle with it and then decide to move to something else, and they keep moving and moving before they can find success and get comfort with a strategy or a system or whatever you want to call it. You need to give it some time, especially when you're new, because that strategy might work. You might just need to get comfortable with it. High from yesterday was 745. No, yes. Yes, 745. Be interesting to see if we get up there. Check financial Jews to see whether or not Powell said something that people liked. Know something. If you're asking me, I do evaluations through Earn to Trade and Apex right now. They're funding companies that once they pass the evaluation, they'll fund me to trade with their capital. Uh, who did you buy? Was it a constantly trailing drawdown? Which company was it with? Up, getting ahead of steam here on NQ again, trying to get it back above that 721 area. Matt, don't be afraid. Matt Tube, don't be afraid to ask questions. If if there's anything you don't understand, we're here to help. Anytime if there's anything that RJ said that you need more clarification with, feel free to ask. Do not hesitate. We're here to help one another. Yeah, the constantly trailing drawdown on Apex is tough. You almost have to be constantly taking small bites and not letting winners pull back. That's why I much prefer end-of-day drawdown. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I do like earn a trade. Apex, I got an Apex when it was the real cheap last week, thanks to some of the guys here. But and so I am trying that, but I'm trying to take profits quickly and just take little bites, because that constantly trailing drawdown can really hurt you if you say you let a trade go 1,000 in profit and pull back by 250. You could end up blowing the account even with all green trades. So you gotta take profits quickly and not try to let a runner run. Definitely feel free to message me, Matt, if you can't make it on the streams. You know, um, I'll be happy to look at whatever strategy you're trying to work on as well. Okay. I mean, I know that the schedule isn't as easy, and I do stream in the evenings too. There's not as many people there, but there usually is a few. If Sharevision didn't pay me, I'll move the evening streams back over to YouTube, but for now I need that money. Yeah, know something, you gotta take your small bites. Like, I mean, today I basically, I took a loss on one, and then I took two trades that basically were $200 each. Both of them probably could have went a little bit further, but once I saw they were starting to pull back, I just quickly cut it. And that's how you got to deal with that constantly trailing drawdown. Um, okay, know something. What asset do you trade, or what assets? Big bounce there off that same level. It double top there, basically. Bounce back down. Exactly. Yeah. Don't ever blindly follow anybody. I don't care if I end up somehow being the best trader in the world, like Ace, no, or whatever. I would not want someone blindly following me or anybody. You need to find your own system. um, well, with NQ, obviously I haven't been consistent with NQ, but for an ATM, I've been using a trailing stop after it hits target, whatever my target is, and I will just try and trail it by 5 points once it hits target. That's my basics. Every time I also have it where it moves to break even at certain spot, but that seems to hurt me more than it helps me, and something I'm probably eliminating. Okay, yeah. It's tough. NQ bounces so much that if you start trying to lock in too tight, or it'll take you out quick. Um, Apex, because I'm on the free version of Quant Tower, I can't use any ATMs, so I'm just managing it as it's happening. Yeah, NQ is definitely too volatile for a newbie. It's too volatile for just about anybody, honestly. High growth mindset. So, I mean, I don't know how new you are, know something, but you might want to try ES instead of NQ, at least at first. Even I am considering going over to ES. NQ, there's it moves fast, so you think of all the money that you can make real quickly. A 20-point move is $400, and that can happen dozens of times a day. But in the same token, the the 20-point pullbacks also can happen dozens of times a day, taking 400 from you. NQ, Nasdaq. Matt, what asset have you been trading on? We're answering questions from two different people here. We're kind of mixing between the two. We're answering questions from Know Something and from Matt Tube. Ace, you tagged the wrong Matt. Ace getting his Matts mixed up. We'll blame it on the finger. Yeah, um, Matt, what asset have you been trading? Practicing on. I'm gonna assume yes, but definitely want to stay away from NQ. I think we might see me getting a Surgeon General's warning on NQ. Trading NQ could be hazardous to your health. This 5-minute chart really looks ugly. ZB, that's a nice slow moving asset. I mean, not a bad asset when I say that. Here's ZB chart. There's a 15-minute ZB. And you can see here, I mean, signals on for me on the 15 work decently. I have not traded ZB. I trade UB occasionally. But on a 1 minute, this is the 1 minute. It sends good signals. The only thing about ZB is it's 31.25 a tick. So, there are other things that run similar, such as the ZF, which is only 781 a tick, or the ZN, which is 15 something a tick. Ace, 99%. What else have you traded? Oh, by the way, Matt Tube, don't be afraid about feeling overwhelmed, because you will feel that occasionally, and just take a breath. It will happen at times. Even Ace, who is one of the best traders I've gotten to meet so far, said yesterday that oftentimes when he takes a trade, he feels kind of like he's having a heart attack. Yep, and that's fine. And futures are a wonderful thing. You just, but you got to practice with them. Well, I mean, if there's a particular forex that you like to trade, there are forex futures too. Here we have the Canadian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, British pound, Japanese yen, euro. There's a couple that I don't have on here. Mexican peso, and a couple others, Swiss franc. ES is, you might, if you know forex. I think forex refers it as, it's the S&P 500 futures. I think forex calls it, I don't know, I forget what forex calls it. Yeah, ES is has been kind of grindy, choppy. But yeah, ES is the S&P 500 features. Also, if you're just starting out, Matt, you want to stick to micros and not start with minis. Yeah, US 500. That's what it's called in forex. Yeah, and the forex has mostly low tick values, so that would also be a good way to get started. Like, let me find the euro. Right, here's the euro. Actually, I think the euro is a $12 tick value. Actually, the euro does not have a small tick value, but you can see the movement on the euro can sometimes be flat, but decent. I actually find the yen looks the most appetizing of the forex. Yeah, regular forex does seem to be sort of, I don't know. Some people have success with it. I don't like that it has no central exchange. Seems weird. Ace obviously has never tried to find a PS5 at Christmas time. Well, in my opinion, futures is definitely easier than stocks because A, it trades 23 hours a day. B, you can go short easy. RJ, I thought I was your friend. So NQ got up to 731, pulled back, trying to bust down back below 700. Yeah, Matt, we will definitely, this stream's willing to help you as long as you're willing to put in the effort and the work, and you don't expect overnight success. RJ, do you mean never move a stop like further away, or do you mean never move a stop closer? Oh, NQ just totally broke down here. 42.5 minute candle. Yeah. Okay, I definitely agree with that. I never move a stop further away, but I do kind of trail my stops. So, big breakdown here. After it tried twice to get up above this level, and it did kind of get up above that level, but couldn't sustain it. And I should have taken that short signal. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. No. Well, so that's one advantage of only having 1 foot is that if I go into a dark room, I only have a 50% chance of stubbing my toe. So Reminder, I'm on Sharevision tonight, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time, trading the Asia session. Then back here tomorrow morning, 7:30 Eastern Time. And one more reminder about hitting that like button if you've liked the content today here. Helping the channel grow and helping the YouTube algorithm. So guys, we're gonna wrap up here, and I'll give you 2 more minutes. Then we'll call it a day. Ace, I'll schedule that seminar if you want to do it on my channel. Yep, at least you guys do make me feel better about the fact, how much I've struggled with these evaluation accounts. At times I feel really stupid and embarrassed that, I've struggled and spent so many days where the balance is negative. Okay, guys, I think we're going to call it there for today. But I did a good job on the Apex account today. Apex is up, TCP and Gauntlet are down. I do want to thank everyone for joining me today. It's been a fun stream. I've enjoyed the conversation. I hope that our newer traders decide to be able to stop in more and watch their progress. I hope you'll join me either tonight on Sharevision or tomorrow morning here back on YouTube. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day and stay green. Talk to you all next time. Bye. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you did, I'd love if you hit the thumbs up button. Remember, we do stream every morning on YouTube and Twitch from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every evening on Sharevision from 7:45 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. and every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. Also, I'd love to have you follow me on social media. We're on Twitter at MightyOxTrading, Instagram at MightyOxTrading, and Reddit at r ox market trading. Have a great day.